doing a live, but for data and camera purposes, I'm just going to do a live. But I was watching a podcast, particularly the Anton Daniels podcast. So like I said, I do have my complaints and my criticism with Anton Daniels, but I do watch them because, like I said, there is some useful information there. So I take the bones and spit out the meat. But they were saying, oh, it's not about race. Even if we're talking about the latest, with Carmelo Anthony and the Austin kid who, was stabbed in the trials. And when it comes to politics, for some reason, the Nigroes of America says, oh, it's not about race. If you, and excuse my French, English, and Spanish, if you are a nigger in America, everything is about race. You go out for a glass of milk, that's about race. And if it's not about race, ask that guy the quote unquote black guy who was shopping at Whole Foods, ask him why he was pulled over by the manager to say, hey, did you pay for those groceries that you just paid $200-$300 for? They didn't ask him that because he was the only man in the room. They asked him that because he was quote unquote black in America. Okay? When you go to a school, whether you want to go to Yale or go to hell, whatever school you're going to, or jail, you're there due to your race. You're going to be at a certain caliber. You're going to be sitting at a certain place of the classroom due to your race. When you go to take a ride, here, there, everywhere, from boat, ship, plane, or whatever, your seat to the point of your seat will be based off of your race. Again, you go in for a job. I want this job. I want this or that. I want a certain amount of money. Your race will be taken into consideration. And if it wasn't, they wouldn't even ask you in the first place. Oh, what's race? This, and that. And now they can lie and say, oh, this is for data purposes. Even if it's for data purposes or for racial purposes. Why the hell does my race matter? Because race matters here in America, okay? So for those who say, oh, it ain't about race, everything you do from the lint in your pocket have to do with your damn race. Hell, if you're dead or dying right now, your race has a lot to do with it, okay? And if it don't, ask half the niggas that you know now, the ones that are bound to the hood or strung out on drugs or alcohol or high blood pressure or got gout or diabetes, that's based off of a racial diet that you've been on here in America. You see, every freaking thing from work on down to your damn death has to do with your race, okay? So I understand we're delusional and I understand we want to ignore the elephant in the room because we don't want to upset mass. But everything is about race when it comes to America, okay? Everything is about race, okay? So this for the niggers in the back or for whoever's confused in the front. Everything in America is about race. From what you eat to what you breathe, where you live, with the lint in your pocket, where you're working at, and hell, to your death. Your race will play a huge role. Thank you.